5:30. It is a Hail Mary across the globe to find any clues about David Parker Ray's victims. The FBI has a letter they found in the suspected serial killer's possessions with a name and a return address from Australia. Now they're looking for the person who wrote it. News 13's Scott Daniels is live in the Newsplex with details.
Kim, this letter is dated June 19th, 1990. It's from someone named Mark who lived in a suburb of Sydney, Australia, to a woman named Connie and her friend Candy. The FBI believes Connie was an 18-year-old victim of David Parker Ray.
We're hoping Mark can tell us more about Connie, her last name for one, for beginners, and also her friends, her family, where she hung out.
Frank Fisher with the FBI was on Australian TV earlier today asking for the public's cooperation in finding the man who wrote this letter. Mark talked about a beach that he and Connie visited, but investigators aren't quite sure that meant Elephant Butte. The FBI believes the Connie in the letter was abducted by Ray in 1995. They're basing that on an entry in Ray's journal. Ray was sentenced to life in prison in 2001 for kidnapping and sexually torturing two women in a trailer he called his toy box. He died the next year from a heart attack. While in prison, Ray claimed he killed dozens of women, but never revealed where he hid the bodies.
With no last name, though, I mean, it's a long shot, right?
It's a long shot, but, you know, we continually hear from the relatives and loved ones of victims, possible victims of David Parker Ray, and we think we owe it to them to exhaust every possible long shot and to turn over every rock that we can to try to bring closure to this case.
The FBI says Ray wrote in his journal that Connie was probably born in 1977, was white, 5 feet tall, with blonde hair and a birthmark on her chest. They're not quite sure if she's from New Mexico. Kim, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Scott. Now, Mark wrote that letter to Connie, and in that letter that he had recently lived in Canada, London, and Paris. The FBI is contacting authorities in those countries, too, in hopes they can help find Mark. You can read the entire letter and also see the full timeline of the David Parker Ray investigation on our website, krqe.com.